Hello guys, my name is Victor Bloodstone. Today is day 3 and today I will be telling you guys about 4 real, spooky and disturbing horror stories of mysterious islands. So let's get started. Story 1. The Whispering Sands. I had always been drawn to the allure of the sea, so when I stumbled upon an old map detailing the location of a mysterious island rumored to be teeming with hidden treasures, I knew I had to investigate, ignoring the warnings of the locals, who spoke of a curse that had befallen all who dared to set foot on the island. I set sail with a small crew in tow, determined to uncover its secrets. As we approached the island, a sense of unease settled over me, a feeling that we were trespassing upon sacred ground, disturbing forces that should have been left undisturbed. But I brushed off my apprehensions, eager to explore the island's hidden wonders. As we made landfall, I marveled at the island's untamed beauty, its lush jungles and pristine beaches stretching out before us like a paradise lost in time. But as night fell, the atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive. Strange noises echoed through the dense foliage, and shadows danced in the flickering light of our campfire. Then, it began a series of inexplicable events that defied rational explanation. Objects moved of their own accord, and airy whispers filled the air, sending shivers down my spine. My crew laughed it off as the product of an overactive imagination, but I knew better. There was something sinister lurking on the island, something that hungered for our fear. As the nights wore on, the sense of dread that hung over us only grew stronger. I found myself plagued by nightmares of visions of twisted creatures lurking just beyond the edge of perception. I tried to convince myself it was all in my head, but deep down, I knew the truth. Then, one night, as I wandered alone through the dense jungle, I heard a voice, a whisper so faint I could barely hear it, yet filled with a malevolence that chilled me to the bone. I turned to flee, but before I could escape, I felt a cold, clammy hand grasp mine from the darkness. Terrified, I stumbled back to camp, vowing to leave the island and its cursed treasures behind. But as we set sail for home, I couldn't shake the feeling that the island's dark influence would follow me wherever I went, a reminder of the nightmares that awaited those who dared to seek its secrets. Story 2. The Lost Souls of Trepidation Island. Trepidation Island had always been shrouded in mystery, a desolate speck of land that had long been rumored to harbor dark secrets beneath its windswept shores. Intrigued by the tales of lost treasure and ghostly apparitions that haunted the island, I set out on a journey to uncover the truth. As my boat approached the island, a sense of foreboding washed over me, a feeling that we were trespassing upon sacred ground, disturbing forces that should have been left undisturbed. But I pressed on, eager to explore the island's hidden mysteries. As I made landfall, I marveled at the island's rugged beauty, its jagged cliffs and windswept beaches stretching out before me like a forgotten paradise. But as night fell, the atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive. Strange noises echoed through the darkness, and shadows danced in the flickering light of my campfire. Then, it began a series of inexplicable events that defied rational explanation. Objects moved of their own accord, and airy whispers filled the air, sending shivers down my spine. I tried to convince myself it was all in my head, but deep down, I knew the truth. There was something sinister lurking on the island, something that hungered for our fear. As the nights wore on, the sense of dread that hung over me only grew stronger. I found myself plagued by nightmares of visions of twisted creatures lurking just beyond the edge of perception. I tried to convince myself it was all in my head, but deep down, I knew the truth. Then, one night, as I wandered alone along the deserted beach, I stumbled upon a hidden cave, a dark, foreboding opening that seemed to beckon me closer. Ignoring the voice of reason that screamed in my head, I stepped inside, only to find myself trapped in a labyrinth of twisting tunnels and shadowy passages. Terrified, I stumbled through the darkness, each turn leading me deeper into the heart of the island's darkness. I knew that if I didn't escape soon, the island would claim me as its own, trapping me forever in its twisted realm of terror. In a moment of desperation, I finally found my way back to the surface, vowing to leave the island and its cursed secrets behind. But as I set sail for home, I couldn't shake the feeling that the island's dark influence would follow me wherever I went, a reminder of the nightmares that awaited those who dared to seek its secrets. Story 3. The Enigma of Whispering Sands. Whispering Sands Island was a place whispered about in hushed tones among sailors, a remote atoll rumored to hold untold secrets beneath its shifting dunes. Intrigued by the tales of strange phenomena and inexplicable disappearances that plagued the island, I embarked on a journey to uncover its mysteries. As my boat approached the island, I felt a sense of apprehension, a feeling that we were intruding upon forbidden territory, disturbing forces that should have remained undisturbed. But my curiosity outweighed my trepidation, and I pushed forward, eager to explore the enigmatic island. Upon reaching the shore, I was struck by the desolate beauty of Whispering Sands, of the endless expanse of dunes stretching out before me like a sea of rippling waves. But as night descended, an eerie stillness settled over the island, broken only by the faint whispers that seemed to emanate from the shifting sands. As I ventured deeper into the heart of the island, strange occurrences began to unfold. Shadows danced on the horizon, and the air grew thick with an otherworldly chill. I tried to dismiss the signs of danger, but deep down, I knew that something sinister lurked within the sands. Night after night, I found myself haunted by vivid nightmares, of visions of twisted landscapes and malevolent spirits that seemed to beckon me into the darkness. I tried to convince myself that they were just figments of my imagination, but the feeling of dread that hung over me refused to dissipate. Then, one fateful night, as I wandered alone among the dunes, I stumbled upon a hidden chamber buried beneath the sand, a forgotten tomb from a bygone era. Intrigued, I ventured inside, only to be greeted by a chorus of whispers that seemed to echo from the very walls themselves. Terrified, I tried to flee, but the whispers grew louder, enveloping me in a suffocating blanket of sound. I knew then that I had trespassed upon sacred ground, disturbing forces far beyond my comprehension. In a moment of desperation, I fled the island, vowing never to return. But even as I sailed away, I could still hear the whispers of Whispering Sands echoing in my mind, a chilling reminder of the horrors that awaited those who dared to seek its secrets. Story 4: The Beacon's Curse. The rumors surrounding Beacon Island were as numerous as they were chilling. Whispers of a cursed lighthouse that cast its shadow over the island, beckoning sailors to their doom with its flickering light. Despite the warnings, I couldn't resist the call of adventure and set sail with a small crew to unravel the mysteries of the island. As our boat approached Beacon Island, a sense of unease settled over us, a feeling that we were intruding upon forbidden territory. But we pressed on, eager to uncover the truth hidden within the island's shadowy depths. Upon landing, we were greeted by the sight of the decrepit lighthouse looming ominously against the backdrop of the stormy sky. Its light flickered erratically, casting long shadows that seemed to dance in the darkness. As night fell, strange occurrences began to unfold. Objects moved of their own accord, and airy whispers filled the air, sending shivers down our spines. We tried to dismiss the phenomena as mere superstition, but deep down, we knew that something sinister lurked on the island. One fateful night, as I stood atop the lighthouse, I felt a presence behind me, a cold, clammy hand grasping my shoulder with a vice-like grip. I turned to face the darkness, but there was nothing there save for the sound of whispered words carried on the wind. Terrified, I stumbled backward, my heart pounding in my chest. It was then that I realized that the lighthouse was cursed, its beacon drawing sailors to their doom with its false promises of safety. In a desperate bid to escape the island's grasp, we set fire to the cursed lighthouse, watching as the flames consumed it with a voracious hunger. As the last ember faded into the night, a sense of relief washed over us, a feeling of freedom from the island's sinister influence. But as we sailed away from Beacon Island, I couldn't shake the feeling that its curse still lingered, waiting to ensnare its next unsuspecting victim in its web of darkness. If you liked the stories, then consider liking the video and subscribing my channel, as it would motivate me to make more videos for you guys. And thank you for watching this video.